Hello, beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honesty Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and customs in the same sometimes. And I may mispronounce some things, but if it do not tell me to God, it will not stop me. Number 24. Let's get into it. Y'all make sure y'all check out the description box below. There are always additional message, information, and guidance, as well as information about me at honestysis.com. If you ever want to donate me or contact me, that information is always down in the description box below. And just know that subscribing and liking the video is like $1,000,000 over here. That's all I need to know is that you feel me. So if you do feel me in this message, please make sure you go ahead and give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you're out there. Give me some encouragement. Let me know I'm not preaching to the wall. I'm talking to myself. All right, y'all. God, what messages do you have for us to become the alchemists of our life, to help bring heaven to earth, or just to do magic in public? So, oh my God. Oh my God. Let me calm down. All right, so I'm trying to make this look quick. Courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Along with Starseed, raise your vibration of the planet through your radiant love and light. And I mean, this card with light, like this message is so simple to me. God is saying, have the courage to walk in your truth. Have the courage to be you. Because if you have the courage to be you, that's how we're all wondering, how do we create change? How do we advance Black people? How do we make the world better? How do we have world peace? Worry about yourself. I'm sorry. We want to come up with these great grand illusions, but it all starts with you. It sounds corny, but it's corny because it's true. Become the change that you want to see. Because when people see you walking in your light, when people see you, being your natural self, and God blessing you from you being your natural self, just like we love Issa so much, it gives you the courage. It gives you the inspiration to want to be you. And that's also like, don't beat yourself up because you're like, oh, I should have been there before. I should have did this. I should already. No, you shouldn't. You're exactly where the fuck you're supposed to be. If you were supposed to be there, you would be there, right? You are exactly where you're supposed to be because you're there. God don't make no mistakes. So obviously, if you're in any situation in your life, whether you have the job of your dreams, or whether you're in a nightmare, or you're not living the life of your dreams, you're there for a reason. And so instead of spending this time, trying to deny your reality, trying to avoid the inevitable, look at it. Ask yourself, how did I get here? What do I need to do to change it? And then take action steps to change it. This world wants us to feel like God, we keep waiting. I literally just wrote an article for Honesty Sis about this. Like, we keep waiting for God to do these physical things in our life, to make physical changes, not realizing that God is spiritual. He operates on the spiritual. And so if you are, and I say this because I've been one of these people where I thought because I'm a good person, because I pray to God, because I love God, and I told God I want these things, that they're just going to come. And then I was looking up 5 years later, like, well, what the hell, God? Nothing is happening. And I didn't realize that, faith without works is dead. You have to pray and work and do it with intent. Like, you got to put action behind that. Angel number 340. That's what they say. Faith without works is dead. You got to work. Faith is taking the first step without knowing the whole staircase is there. You got to show God, hey, God, this is do. Hey, God, I want this. Walk in the direction of it. This is what I want. Just make sure it's there. It's just like, I have not watched football in a long time, but when I was younger, I used to want to be an NFL coach. And people laughed at me, y'all. Like, I said that in front of my whole class and people laughed at me. And this is not some elementary school shit. This was in high school. Like, I was like super into sports. I was super into football. Let's put that way. I wasn't into sports. I was super into football. And so I kind of think of it a little bit about like oh my God, this is an amazing analogy. I kind of look at it like your soul is the center. Your body is the quarterback. Okay, no, let me do it this way. Your soul is your mind. Okay. Your mind is the center, right? Because it's telling which way you want to go. Your mind is the center. Your body is the quarterback. And your soul is the running back. And so in order to have that connection, in order to make that 100-yard pass, in order to make sure that you get down the field and get into the end zone, right? You got to have those three positions got to be in sync. The center got to kick the ball off right. The quarterback got to pick it up, and a receiver need to be in position, right? But they can't be like, the receiver can't keep running back and being like, is he all right? He can't wait on making sure the first two steps happen. He just got to trust that it's going to happen, right? He just got to, and that's the distance. The faith that you are running out there to make it happen, you just got to trust that God is going to give you the ball, that God is going to put you in position. Angel number 555. Do you feel what I'm saying? I don't know where that came from. I must got some guys listening to this. It's such a guy analogy. All right. Courage, Starseed, and okay. The card that came out is I am a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. You live in a vibrating, vibrating universe of advanced harmonics. Everything that exists in your air, in your dirt, in your water, and in your bodies, in your vibration is energy and motion, and it is all managed by the law of attraction. So God is saying everything. I mean, even down to this book, y'all. This book. This is energy. This book came to me. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You don't have to seek out so much. When you're grounded in yourself, when you're sure about who you are, when you have those intentions and every day you're just working, making sure that you're in full alignment, information come to you. I went to Barnes & Noble because I was looking for some other book, some writing book. And she's, take me to the section with writing advice. And mind you, I wrote this book down when I did the Roxane Gay, Angel number 711 masterclass. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll look that up. But I had no intentions on buying it. And so I saw that book there and I pulled it down. And I'm going to read this for you guys. It says, 30 years ago, my older brother, who was 10 years old at the time, was trying to get a report on birds written that he had 3 months to write, which was due the next day. We were out at a family cabin, and he was at the kitchen table close to tears, surrounded by the binder, pencils, and unopened books of birds, immobilized by the hugeness of the task ahead. Then my father sat down beside him, put his arm around my brother's shoulder, and said, bird by bird, buddy, just take it bird by bird. Angel number 753. And so I read that, and I literally started crying in the middle of fucking Barnes & Noble. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But it felt like, first of all, I don't know if I talked to you guys about it. I feel like I talked about it on the channel. But I tell you guys, I already feel like my spirit and my guides talk to me through birds. This book is literally called Bird by Bird. This felt like a spiritual gift. And then I get this message of just take it bird by bird. See, the thing is, we think about these big dreams that we have, and it's like, it do feel impossible if you think about all the steps it would take, all the ways, all the things that have to fall in place in order for your dream to come about. It do feel paralyzing. Shit, even writing a book, that's like a big ass task. But it's like, just take it step by step. And so I say that message, pairing this with this, is because that goes to show you when you're being you, when you are just being true to yourself and you're trying the best that you're doing, your guides, they're going to give you information to help you through. And that felt like that was literally God telling me, I see you. I see you working. I see you going after that big dream. And I feel you getting a little bit of doubt. I feel you getting discouraged because I haven't blessed you. But just take it bird by bird. And I cried in that aisle. And I wiped my tears. And I bought this. I was so happy I bought this book. It was actually another book that literally called out to me again. And so when I'm telling you, everything is energy and motion. That's how I remember. That's how you go. And you're having this type of, say for example, you're having issues with your mom, and then you get on the elevator with somebody and they're talking about issues with their dad. Vibration. We keep talking about it in ways of manifestation, but we have to realize it's everything. Everything is being attracted into your experience based on your vibration. Angel number 1950. There's nothing that exists outside of this vibrational nature. And as you learn to accept your vibrational nature and begin to consciously utilize your emotional vibrator indicators. So what did I tell you? Me just being out in Barnes and Noble. And then she showed me that book and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I get the book. But my emotional indicator, me reading that passages, me crying, that let me know this is for me. This is some book that I need to have because it touched a part of my soul. Don't miss it. You gain conscious control over your personal creations and of the outcome of your life experience. I'm going to tell y'all a whole story. The full story is I was feeling so good. I was going to 7-Eleven because I stopped to go get me something to drink. And, I'm just, when you're feeling good, you're just bouncing. I'm just on a natural high, just being myself. And I walked into 7-Eleven and I'm going back to, you go back and get the water. And I hear this man just talking about like Civil War and this, like he's just being so nasty. And I go back to the front and I'm thinking he talking to the men that are sitting in the store. But then I feel his energy, whether he's talking to them or not, I feel his energy directed towards me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know this man. And I tell y'all, like, I felt like this. It was like all my ancestors were like, and I'm not being dramatic. Like, I'm not even this type of person. But I felt them, like, hold me up. And I, like, just stared this man down. Like, nigga, is you really about to try to, like, test me? Like, I really stared him down. Like, what? Like, why are you, hello? And so he broke his energy. We go on. I get my stuff. And as I'm walking out the store, he's getting on a bike. I'm getting in my X3. Just, that's what I'm telling you. It's always the broke, raggedy ones that got some shit to say. And he said to me, he like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just from Alabama. And I should, most people are from Alabama. And it's like, I wish that I would have just been like, well, bitch, my ancestors from Alabama. I'm from Alabama too. So what's up? Like I should have said that. But it was like, I was just so irritated. Like my body, I was like shaking with energy. Like I was so angry. I was so mad. I'm like, damn, this nigga like low key assaulted me. Like just walking in to go to get some water and I got assaulted. And so like, I'm in my car and I started doing my EFT tapping. And I'm just like, God, I will not be like my oppressors. I will not give that energy. I said, God, I will not allow this man to steal my joy. I will not be like my oppressors, because that's also a thought that crossed my mind. Like when he was on that bike, I'm like, I just hope you just get hit on that fucking bike, you little racist motherfucker. Like I was feeling that way. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm not about to make them turn me into this angry person. I'm not like that. And I was like, I'm not going to be like my oppressors. I'm not going to give out the hate that they just keep trying to give. I'm like, God, cancel that out. Protect me. Protect my heart. Protect that hate from my heart. You got to realize that's what these racist people be trying to do. They trying to fuck with you because they see you vibrating. They see you high. That's what he saw. He saw me shining. He saw me in my full element and that offended him. Just me being me. He was like, what the fuck is this happy black ass girl doing in here? But when we realize the real, like you're so insecure because you see me, like if we just stop giving that so much noise, and that's how God blessed me. I go into, I drive, I get my water, go into the Barnes and Noble. Before I even get into the store, there was a foreigner, and he couldn't really talk, but I directed him to where he should go. I took that time, had that patience, and was like, hey, let me help him out. Shifted my energy. I ain't let that guy let me be mad all fucking day. No, fuck that. He don't get that power over me. And because I didn't allow that to happen, because of when he was nasty to me, I was extra nice to the next person. I walk into Barnes and Noble, that book called out to me. I find myself in front of Bird by Bird crying in the fucking aisle. That's how God works. That's how God works. That's how God used light. That's how God shows you. This is what happens when you do the opposite of what the world is trying to give to you. I'll bless you. I'll give you that little bit of encouragement to push you along. Okay? All right, angel number 1420. Let's do I'm going to give you guys a Sufi and we're going to get on out of here. Simple pleasures. Yeah, God is saying it's simple. It takes courage to walk this path, but when you start walking this path, it's really simple. It gets really easy because you understand, when I'm just me, shit just comes into my experience. Everything is just a mirror. And honestly, I'm grateful to have bumped into him because that made me realize, like, I really gotta get that vengeance spirit out of me. Like, I do have, sometimes I'm gonna be honest, God had to work on me about white people because I'm just like, God, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? Like, they do all this horrible shit and then all of a sudden I'm supposed to be like, love and light. Like, that just don't make sense. I'm like, God help me. And like, he just kept over and over in my mind, they know not what they do. They know not what they do. He took me back to God on the cross. And that's what we have to understand. These people don't understand. You are mad at me because I'm a reflection of you. Racism is an insanity that people have in their own mind. And if we keep trying to combat racism, we're making ourselves insane. Why would we do that? All right, God, clarify this message of courage and starseed. How do we harmonize with our desires, God? How do we recognize that we're just a vibrational being in a vibrational universe? How do we have the courage to walk our walk and to know that as we walk our walk, all of our needs will be met, God? How do we walk this path of light? How do we harmonize with our desires? Or what do you want us to know, God? Give us one final message. Allow no room for doubt or confusion. In God's name I pray. Ashe. Yeah, I'm like really grateful because it was like, I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be vengeful. I don't want to be wishing for somebody to get hit by a fucking car. Like, what type of shit is that? That's fucked up. Like that nigga could have a daughter and all types of stuff. And he could have just been having an off day. Who knows? But I'm like, I don't want to be like my oppressors. Like, I'm not, I honestly, I want to get thug life tatted on me because I'm not giving out hate. And also, this is random, but like I was watching something and I'm like, we are living in a society that is encouraging bad behavior. Like these reading people and these trolls, it's like we're giving people rewards for being fucked up people. And it's like, what type of world are we living in? And like, I was looking at something and like for a second, the thought crossed my mind, like, damn, like positivity ain't cool. Like, all right, do I have to change? And I'm like, no. Love is going to rule. Hope is going to rule. Like, I'm not about to play into what society is doing in order to make it. Like, I'm just not doing it. It's not worth it. I'm not putting a negative ass energy out because it's like, if you recognize that you're a vibrational being, what you put out comes back. That's why windy feet look like they look. Like, I'm sorry. What you put out in the world comes back to you. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. That's why people start getting older and they just start like losing hair. Like, just, it's how you live. That's why you look at Angela. You can look at Angela Bassett and see how she living. You can look at some people and see how they're living. You can see they living a good life because they 50, 60 years old looking like they 30. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's not worth it. It's never worth it being negative. And honestly, why is it worth it to be the bad person? We see movies. They never fucking win. So stop. Cut that out. Be true to yourself. All right. So the message that we're going to focus on is the silencing your mind. Let silence guide you into inner peace. Interesting. And this is my last. I know I'm in a good flow because I don't want to stop. I want to do some more readings, but I'm going to slow it down because I need to switch gears. All right. Angel number 1839. Let silence guide you to inner peace. I am a mirror. I am a mirror. I am not a person of words. I am revealed when your eyes become listening ears. Open the window to your heart and commune with me in silence. Rumi. This oracle comes to set you free from unchartable words. Okay. This oracle, oh my God. That's what I was just talking about. This oracle comes to set you free from uncharitable words and encourage you to silence when you face prejudice adversity. Let peace surround you. Guard your sanctuary and avoid dwelling on negative thoughts. Instead of a defensive or vengeful response, create a peaceful atmosphere where you can be what you truly are. Listen to your heart. Let the source of life draw you into a nurturing embrace. Dear one, by silencing your mind, you will become more alert and sensitive to your surroundings. This is because a silent mind is devoid of judging, clinging, or rejecting. The silent mind is free from hatred, anger, jealousy, confusion, and conflict. When you are mindful of yourself judging in that moment, the judging will stop. When you are mindful of yourself judging in that moment, the judging will stop. Once you stop judging, you will naturally see things as they are. Eventually, your mind will redirect you towards harmonious living and meaningful relationships with others. Only then does life become exciting because now you can fully experience each moment in its freshness. You can also see your relationship with others in a totally new light. Rather than speaking, this is your mantra for this week, Angel number 2022. Rather than speaking, turn everything off and listen to the silence. Let it be an inner music that creates your mantra. Feel the calming energy flowing Feel the calming energy flowing through you and allow it to relax your body and renew your spirit. Rather than speaking, turn everything off and listen to the silence. Let it be your inner music that creates your mantra. Feel the calming energy flowing through you and allow it to relax your body and renew your spirit. Rather than speaking, turn everything off and listen to the silence. Let it be an inner music that creates your mantra. Feel the calming energy flowing through you and allow it to relax your body and renew your spirit. All right, y'all. Also, the gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. And so what God is saying, have the courage to break away from have the courage to break away from your distractions. Have the courage to live your life. Know that as you be true to yourself, then you also help the world. You also help heal the world. Know that when anything's come up, any bad situations are coming up, it's just a mirror of your experience. So instead of allowing it to throw you off or reacting to it, look at it for what it is. Look at it in the face and turn your direction towards peace in the other way. All right, y'all. That's all the messages I have for you. If it was beneficial for you, please give me a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, please make sure you subscribe so you never miss out. Until we meet again, dream those dreams, never let the internet rush you, and never, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Angel number 2155. Namaste. Take care, guys. Angel number 22. I really don't want to stop, but I gotta go. Bye.